Alright, what's up everybody? We are on episode 4 of the first season of Vinland Saga, which is called A True Warrior. I myself literally just came off of watching the, the third episode twice in fact, because unfortunately my recording software bugged out and I was forced to re-record the episode, which really sucked, but the plan definitely is for this episode to not have that happen, and you're gonna see my fresh reaction to it, because it definitely also feels like we have a big episode coming up, right? Basically, Thors and all his men, Thorfinn included, of course, who turned out to be on board, they've all been ambushed by Askeladd's men. I really hope I'm saying his name right, but I'm probably completely butchering it. But that's the thing. They were, of course, ordered by Floki to kill Thors, and I assume they would do the same to his men too, so basically get rid of everyone. Thor's already managed to take out a couple of guys, at least punch him. That's the thing. He doesn't want to use lethal force, right? And he's already preparing sort of like Thorfinn there by giving him the dagger and telling him only to use it as a last resort, to not resort to killing if possible. But I just don't see it happening, that it won't come to something like that here in this episode. I feel it's just a hunch feeling, man, but I feel like this episode might very much become a turning point, because I already kind of talked about how, and it's partly, I guess, based on the fact that I've just seen the opening a couple of times now, and I see how much of an emphasis that it's putting on Thorfinn as a character, whereas right now the first couple episodes have definitely been way more focused on Thors, I would say, that something bad could happen to him, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the outcome of it all, and if it's gonna kind of drive Thorfinn to undergo a similar growth process that Thors himself has already gone through. That's the thing, man. It's like Thors, when you really think about it, all the growth and all the character development has already happened to him, right? He speaks about his past, and we see even a little scene where he gets his first kid, Ylva, she's called, I think, right? The daughter. How much of a different person he was, how much more arrogant and entitled and just cold he seemed to be, whereas, of course, later on he became a much more caring person and family oriented, and it's like, yeah, where can you really go from there, right? It seems, if you truly think about it like that, but again, it's completely just a prediction of mine based on everything that I'm seeing from the story so far, how, yeah, this could very much be sort of set up to see Thorfinn just have to go through a very similar process. And the question is, will we go through a similar growth process, or is his quest actually going to kind of be the opposite, where if something like this happens, he's going to be just more and more driven by anger, in fact, and by a desire to take revenge and to kind of go the Eren route, if that makes sense. I've already compared him to Eren once, I think, from Attack on Titan, of course, and I wouldn't be surprised if more comparisons could be drawn in the future. But what will it mean for all of them, man? What will it mean for Leif? What will it mean for all the other men? Where is it going to set off Thorfinn on his journey? In the opening, once again, we kind of see him surrounded actually by Askeladd and stuff. So I really truly wonder where it's going to go from here. I'm excited to dive into the episode, although also a little bit hesitant, in all fairness, because I feel like, we might have a big one coming up with them teasing and setting up this huge confrontation happening now. So we're about to find out, guys. Of course, if you enjoy my Vinland Saga reactions, you can already watch the next 8 episodes right now over on my Patreon. That is linked on top of the description. Over there, we will already be on episode 12. So you can binge all those reactions right now, along with full-length reactions, if you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. Your support is very much appreciated and helps out the channel, of course, so I definitely would appreciate it very much so. But then for now, let's dive into episode 4 of Vinland Saga. Nobody stands in his way. I'm surprised that guy is enjoying it. I'd be a little scared, in all fairness. Yep, not even using any weapons, unlike them. Oh, he's fuming. I was wondering, what is that reaction? Yo, what? Is he striking his own guys? Has he gone mad? I guess that's the energy that's required to take on somebody like Thors. He's like possessed. Oh, it's the fucking mushroom. Wait, are you for real? There's mushrooms that have those kinds of powers? I need me one of those. But I would have probably destroyed my PC after that corrupt recording. Just like that. Yeah, they gave him that name for a reason. Oh, he's not giving up yet. Where is Thorfinn in all of this? And where did Thors go? Wow, he threw him right there, breaking the plank. I don't know, man, that excitement on Thorfinn's face still gives me, yeah, a bad vibe overall. Oh, he probably doesn't even realize that they're standing there. Or they do, I guess, they can see him. Exactly, leave it up to him to make the decisions. Oh, okay. He'll probably feel kind of pressure to accept this though with all those guys surrounding him. What? Wait, do the leaders get some type of special deodorant? Damn, this can still go wrong though. I don't know why I'm so dreading it, dude. Yeah. Well, he was told about you. Oh, he can tell now. Probably not. Yeah, that's why he can be like that. Is what he figures, I guess. Tells him a lot about Askeladd's personality. Oh no. Jesus. What the fuck? Too shallow? So not deep is what he means? I figured he would drop the thing on him, but to then actually like in a quick move go beneath it too. Yeah, that was a crazy move though. Can't believe he kind of saw it coming. Well, the duel begins. I truly don't like the optimism. Oh, we can tell that. Shit, man, broke it off. Oh, I love how they have such great reflexes. Wow, he just took it over. It's literally a chess game, dude. Split-second chess game. He doesn't wanna. What, did he not expect him to? To say that he wouldn't concede? So you gonna give him a heart-to-heart?
Thors, あんた、俺たちの狩猟にならんか。なんちってね。おいおい、誰も笑わねえな。冗談だよ。
I was like, really?
なんだ、冗談。真顔で冗談なんだ。抜かしてるバカ。
Oh my god. Oh shit! Is he not gonna play it nice and by the rules? Damn, dude. I mean, they showed that already. These guys don't play by the rules. They have no morals.
Askeladd, お前たちは決闘の作法を乱した。この勝負、俺の勝ちだ。
どっちでもいいさ。俺の狙いはあんたの玉だ。
分かってる。
He's not gonna give it to him, is he? I'm so afraid of that, honestly. That he thinks that's the only way of saving his people.
この決闘はあんたの勝ちだ。
Oh my god. Gee. Oh my god. Really? We've seen him take arrows, but this is a little too much, isn't it? Wow. Oh my god. Yeah. Damn, dude. For now. Oh my god, don't do that. You're getting yourself killed.
トールズに感謝するんだな。てめえらクソガキ100人でも 釣りの
Yeah,
苦しや
he's just sacrificing himself for them.
あいつ父上に負けたくせにちくしょうなんで父上が死んであいつが生きてるんだちくしょうちくしょう
I have a feeling I have a better understanding of what what he's truly gonna be going after
あ
here.
いつらも思い切ったな。トールズがいなけりゃ動かせないんだとよ。奴一人で5人分漕いでたらしいぜ。へえ。負傷は28名か。死者はいない一人もかバカな。アシェラットだよ。せえな、まったく
You wonder if he's actually gonna have a... Well, he's thinking it over at least. If it could be a starting point for him to change too.
船底に隠れていやがったな。見ろよ。一丁前に探検なんか持って
Oh, they didn't even expect him there.
いや、僕怖い。
Oh my god. Making fun of him in his worst moment.
父上を殺したなお前も殺してやる殺してやる
Fucking hell, man.
ガキのくせになんて名しやがる。
Yeah, that's a promise right
ど
there.
うするアシェラッド。海に捨てるかほっとけ。どうせすぐ死ぬ。
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I mean, really, the conclusion that I'm getting to is that this really truly was only the starting point of what we're now about to see the story turn into, I guess. And it's what it felt like to me as well. By last episode already, seeing them essentially walk into that trap. At that point, it was decided. They were surrounded by way too many people, having other guys even pointing arrows at them from above and stuff, right? There was nowhere this could go. And so I had already started sort of like speculating, of course, about Thors, you know, like, well, dying in this episode. I mean, I didn't know exactly how it was going to play out. I'm a little bit surprised still nonetheless to see that that is actually how it all happened. But it's sad. It really is sad because it feels like, you know, how should I put this? I mean, we're going into sort of unknown territory here, and it really makes me wonder. Like, I warmed up to all of these characters in the last couple of episodes, of which, you know, like, Thors was probably my favorite. I loved his morality and everything, right? And then you had somebody like Leif, who was just very funny and stuff. But now we're seeing how it really, you know, like, we really might not see even Leif, for example, again, right? We're just going to be focusing on Thorfinn, who has now, very understandably so, taken on this life quest of getting his revenge, I assume it is, right? On the people here that were responsible for his father's death. They mention at the very end there, as we see Thorfinn crying on the ship about Thor's death, that like I think they literally pointed out how, you know, Thor's guys essentially abandoned it because they couldn't even be steering the warship anymore anyway, because you know they literally needed him there to use his paddle on one side for the sheer strength that it would take. And somehow then I guess Thorfinn still he pulled the same trick that he did originally of like pretending to be coming along with them, I guess. I mean, I would think that Leif and the other guys would have still stopped Thorfinn from staying on the ship and stuff, right? So I do wonder what happened there, and I wonder if we're still going to see it. But Thorfinn doesn't care anymore, dude. He just has nothing left. That's the thing. This is all that is on his mind right now. And it is very obvious when you think just about what we're kind of already seeing in the opening. And like I said, I guess it makes me wonder now in hindsight if I should have watched the opening then or something. I mean, I had nobody tell me to skip it or something, so I didn't. But you could kind of tell that like there was something really driving him there, and it seemed like kind of revenge, right? And you could already tell that like Thors were only really seeing these scenes of him yeah, basically in the episodes that we've watched now, there's nothing beyond that or something. So it was definitely like the direction that I had started speculating in. Not that it matters too much because this is still the opening. And again, it leaves everything open now for what the show is actually going to be turning into. And I have no clue what that is going to be, right? But it's still a little bit shocking. It's truly shocking that like this could just become something else entirely, you know? First we deal with Thors a lot and seeing his morality and stuff, and it's great to see it. Yeah, but now it's like, okay, now it's going to be about Thorfinn, and it's going to be seeing about where he goes from here, how this event is going to change him, right? But I even wonder that about Askeladd. I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, because here in the show they pronounce it like Askeladd or whatever, right? But like, even with him, we kind of see a brief moment there where he's thinking everything through that happened. And it does make me wonder that, like, okay, if we're actually going to spend more time with him as well and his crew, essentially, because Thorfinn has, like, joined them now. Well, has he joined them? That's the question. I truly don't understand it. This is the thing, because in the opening, we see actually how Thorfinn is with them on that ship still. So it makes me think that, like, okay, he's going to join them, but he does, at the same time, make it very clear here already that he is driven only by a desire to want to kill them. So what is going to happen here? What are they going to settle on some kind of compromise? Are they just going to take him on board because they figure he's not a threat? But still, I think even when he's older, he's still there or something, right? So what is that about? Is he going to pretend like this never happened and you know, he let it go or whatever? I truly don't understand it. Like I said, it's crazy because suddenly this one episode changed my entire view of what the show is and is going to be, because I have no clue now anymore. That's just the thing. That's kind of I guess the message that I want to bring across. But all of it makes so much sense with how, you know, like Thors, he invited the leader guy, Askeladd, to a duel. But this was not a guy who plays by the rules. It was already so clear with the way that they teased his group of people and how reckless they were, how they have that one insanely idiotic guy, Bjorn, I think he's called, among them, right? They were throwing their axes at one of these monks, and they just didn't fucking care. They didn't. They are completely relentless. They don't play by the rules. Yeah, everything is open from here on out. I have no idea where we're gonna go from here, but I'm excited to find out. That's basically everything that I can say. I'm definitely saddened by Thors' death because he was my favorite character so far. Although at the same time, yeah, I was definitely dreading that this would just be, like I said, kind of a starting point. Although, you know, I don't know, they could still, of course, bring him back in flashbacks, but I don't really see that. Generally, I just wonder about the growth process now then that somebody like Thorfinn will go through, which, like I said in the intro already, I think is going to be very different, though, from what Thors himself experienced. And it even makes me wonder that, yeah, with a character like Askeladd, like I said, you know, how is he going to... you know, this everything that happened here does seem to have affected him in some kind of way, but maybe I read into it wrong. So I'm excited, like I said, to get into the you know, the next one very soon. Of course, guys, if you enjoy my reactions here to Vinland Saga, you can already watch the next 8 episodes right now over on my Patreon. That is linked on top of the description, along with full-length reactions. If you want to see me react to the episodes in their entirety, you can binge the next, like I said, 8 episodes, so all the way up until episode 12. Yeah, and I would very much appreciate your support, of course. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and then I look forward to seeing you back in the next episode.